Welcome, everyone, to Miracle Mom and Michael.
I guess you can all figure out who's who, right? So this is episode 2, Mom, of Miracle Mom and Michael on This Way Network. Did you watch our previous episode back, or you don't bother watching your own content?
Oh, no, I watch them back over and over and over and over.
Okay, so you have watched episode 1 of this show how many times, would you say?
At least a half a dozen.
Oh, okay, good 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I remember the days when I used to be able to watch my own content over and over and over again, but now I create so much content I can't even watch it over one time. Right? It's like I can't watch it back. I'm so busy right now, but it's good that there are people that are able to screen it. Do you have any notes for me, Mom?
No, I didn't bring any notes again today. Sorry about that.
I mean, when you watch them back. So I'm going to give you an assignment, Mom. When you watch them back, think of things that we could improve upon, or things that you'd like to add. Like, let's do a segment every time on such and such, or just any notes. We're producing a show, we're creating a show, right?
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
So you're the co-producer of this show. I'm a producer, you're a producer. We're producing content, right? And so I do it for a living. In fact, I want to point out my background to you. This right here, this blue part, I think this may be the frame that I do on our show on a regular basis. I'm adjusting, right? I'm looking at my little square that I get to decorate, right? This is my place and you have yours. You want to be a still image for now. Oh, you know what? I have this image that you're seeing right now is a brand new image that Mom sent to me. I'm not looking at it because we're working on some technical things, but in post-production, there's a brand new picture of my mom. It's not the one that you saw last week, right? This is Mom. She sent me this picture, but my side of the screen is just kind of what's going on over here. So this blue thing is my day job, right? I'm on my lunch break. We pre-record this on my Monday lunch break, so that Tuesday morning, you have a brand new episode of Miracle Mom and Michael. Above the blue screen is my real job, right? This is my day job that pays me, and this is the job that I'm developing, right? And this map of this part of the world, and also everything on this side, this computer here is my real job, right? The thing that's been driving me for 4 years. The day job pays me, and I'm on my lunch break, so I own this time. So my real job is over here. All right, you know what I'm talking about, right? Right, Mom? You know my real job.
Yes, I do.
What is my real job for those who are just watching Miracle Mom and Michael episode 2 for the first time, don't know anything about me? Somebody who may binge watch this show. Let's go watch Miracle Mom and Michael from the beginning. Somebody who watches this that doesn't know anything about me. What is it? What is this map of, and what am I working on?
Oh, okay. Well, that's your map you use to reference Armenia.
Yeah, it's over here. It's off screen. If you went, oh no, that is what's on screen. Sorry. I get mixed up with the directions. All right. Yes, that is my real job, is to expose what happened when. Do you know the time frame?
Well, it was during the Ottoman Empire when
Yes.
Tashpalat decided that Armenians should not be on the planet.
Yes, a very specific group of people were targeted. Yeah. And that was World War I. And man, it's an incredible story, and it's something that everything I do in my life is pretty much in support of this big mission that I have. And you've been following along for 4 years. But Mom, I want to go in a particular direction. I want to talk about your grandchildren.
Oh, okay. This will be interesting.
Right? Talk about shifting gears right in the middle of make a left turn real quick. I did something Saturday. Oh, were you watching the episode this morning of the Romeo and Michael show?
And I haven't done that yet. I've been preoccupied trying to get into this studio.
Oh, okay. Trying to figure things out. You're sitting there. Where is everybody? But behind the scene, for those who have no idea, actually, which is everybody watching, what we're talking about is the way this works is I get a link and Mom gets a link and a time that we're supposed to show up. And Mom didn't know there was a time. She missed the time part. She just got the link. But it's a learning curve for all of us. And so Mom showed up when the link showed up and wondered where everybody was. So is that what happened, Mom?
Yeah, it was something like that. You need to put coffee and donuts in the green room while we wait.
I'll have them, what's the food service that'll bring it to your door? I'll have it there. When the link shows up, there'll be a knock on the door with your coffee and donuts. Click the link and enjoy the coffee. We could actually do that. That would be funny. Anyway, the virtual green room. Yeah. So our time is 12:30, but we actually started a little bit early today because I'm waiting on something at work. So I decided to take my lunch break early. But for those watching this on Tuesday, in yesterday's episode of the Romeo and Michael show, which was Monday's episode, I talked with Romeo about what I did 2 days ago, Saturday. I went snowboarding for the first time in closer to 2 decades than a decade and a half. So probably 17, 18 years. I have not been on a slope or on a chairlift in a long time. And I took your grandson, my son, and two of his friends snowboarding. Have you ever been in the snow? Have you ever been in the snow, Mother?
All my life.
Oh yeah, you started with snow. You still get snow, but you lived in California for a while and Arizona.
And I miss the snow.
Yeah. Do you have any right now?
Oh yeah, we do. We have lots of snow.
How can you miss it if it's right there?
No, I mean California and Arizona. I actually missed MISSED, the snow.
Got it. Oh, so when you were not near the snow, you longed to be in snow.
I love the snow.
Why?
Well, I don't miss going out in it now at age 77, but it sure provided a lot of wonderful memories growing up.
Well, what memories are coming to mind? What are the first memories that you have of snow and playing in the snow?
Oh gosh, we lived where we were near a golf course that had little hills and valleys, and we could walk to the golf course and go sledding and all that. And then there was a park called Deer Pond that the city ran, and it was a pond, and of course it froze over every winter. And they built a cabin with a heater in the cabin, and we could go ice skating throughout the winter. They kept the pond cleared all the time, and the ice smooth. I mean, we lived on that pond in the winter. It was wonderful.
Really? So you lived on a block of solid water for your playtime. You just went out there freely and just about every winter until you were how old?
Well, right up until I graduated from high school. That was where we went.
So your winters were
free.
So did you ever fall real hard on your face on the ice?
Not on my face, but oh yeah, we took plenty of falls. We sure had a good time.
Did you ever fall so hard on your tailbone that you couldn't sit for a while?
No. Is this leading up to something?
Well, that's what happened to your son on Saturday, or your grandson. That's what happened to your grandson,
I knew,
not me.
I knew this was going somewhere.
Well, it's a full circle moment on that. It's like, I want to talk about your grandson. So I took him with two friends for the first time, strapped some giant razor blades to their feet, right? Like a snowboard is like this giant, the edges are sharp, right? Because they're designed to cut into this. I mean, you can run your finger along it, but if you do it too fast, you will actually cut yourself. But if they're, the sharper the blade, the more fun you have. But, gravity pulls you down on this mountainside covered with ice. and you get to dig that razor blade into the edge and try not to fall. Well, once that thing straightens out and you're going faster than you are able to control, you take it hard. You take a hard hit when one of those blade edges catches. Like, imagine flying down a hill at an increasing rate of speed without any friction, right? This is a sheet of metal on ice, and you're standing on top of this sheet of metal on the ice, and you're going, and you start moving fast, and one of those edges catches, whap, your face or your butt goes straight into the ice. And that happened. My knee is not very happy with me right now. My knee just is probably damaged permanently until I get a resurrected body. Right? I have temporary damage to this mortal knee. It's going to be an immortal knee at some point that will never suffer. But right now it's suffering. And Zeke, my grandson, he hit his tailbone hard. Like he just early, like his first time down the slope. So all day he had something that will remind him not to go backwards. But
well, tell him that Grandma said the cure is to sit in a bucket of ice.
Is it? That's your medical your prescription?
For Zeke it is.
Ha! Well, he sprained his ankle in basketball, and so he did have to ice it, right? He had to do that.
Oh.
Literally sit for 20 minutes with your foot in ice water. Yikes! So that actually might be the right thing. Whew, but here's the thing. Life is about suffering, right? Like constant.
Yes.
You are always suffering in one way or another. I have a problem putting my hat on today. Oh, there we go. We are constantly in pain or in anguish or in anxiety about whether it's physical pain or other things or the fear of the future or et cetera, et cetera. But there's also joy, right? So what I witnessed with my son snowboarding on Saturday was his determination to have as much fun as possible in spite of the suffering, right?
Yes.
That kid was like loving this mountainside. And he like one of his friends had never snowboarded before, and his other friend had only done it once. So they're all beginners, and they caught on really quick. I focused on my son. The other kid was more cautious than my son. My son is kind of like me, head first, right? Just go at it and have fun. Live life at its fullest. That's why he loves sports. And so he's like, I'm jamming down this hill. It's like, dude, you got to be in control or you're going to be dead and never play another sport again in your life, right? I mean, that's, perspective you have to have. So I just showed him one thing. I said, look, here's the back edge. Just drift down the hill side to side. You can stand straight up and down on this snowboard on a gentle slope. You can stand straight up and down and just have your heels dug in, the heel edge of the snowboard dug into the mountain. And you can literally just shift your weight slightly and lean forward, and you'll get a little bit faster, lean back, and you'll slow down. Just never catch that front edge. I just taught him how to go side to side. Once he figured that out, he was like, oh, he got both edges. He figured it out. He was able to start carving or whatever. I don't know all the cool terminology, but I'm a snowboarder at heart. I've done it not as much as I'd like to, but I had a couple of years where I was able to go regularly. And it all came back to me on Saturday. It came back right away. I was flying down that hill faster than I've ever flown down a hill. I'm like, I can't believe I remember how to do this. I was just flying past people. I'm like, I can't do jumps, especially at those speeds. But I told my son and his friends, I'm gonna let you talk here in a minute, Mom. But you want to hear about your grandchildren. So I am giving this to you as everybody else says, let your mom talk, Michael, let your mom talk. She'll talk. But I told those guys, if they have fun today, now that I'm back at work at my normal job and I have a reasonable income, we can go to the mountain. It's an hour and a half away. We can go to the mountain a couple times a year. I told them, I'll be your ride. This will be what we do if you have fun. And they all had fun. So it looks like I get to do some snowboarding. Yes. It's all for me, right? It's all for me. That's what's happening, Mom.
Well, I'm amazed that you're doing it at your age, but
Yeah, it was
it's
pretty
okay.
dangerous when I was doing. It was pretty dangerous what I was doing. Oof. I was like, this is definitely not safe. I'm going way too fast. It was just so fun. Oof.
My son, the thrill junkie.
Oh, tell me, Mom, have you ever, what's the, in that category of things, right? There's a category of thrill seeking, right? Bungee jumping, skydiving, extreme sports, et cetera. What's the closest you've come to doing something like that? Like flying in a small airplane, maybe?
Oh no, it was a lot tamer than that. The only thing that I really got excited about when it came to sports was cheerleading. I was in cheerleading for 4 years in high school.
Okay. Okay. Stop down.
That's it.
Stop down. My mom was a high school cheerleader. Why did I not? Why did I not know this already? Oh my gosh.
There's so many things you don't know about your mother.
I'm so glad we're doing this show, Mom. Jeez. All right. All right. All right. Do you remember your freshman year and like starting cheerleading? Was that something somebody suggested to you? A friend was on the team, or how did this happen?
No, it was through our physical education. We had sports every day. We had an hour of sports like twice a week as part of our curriculum. So,
Right.
but it was through the our phys ed teacher who let us know that there were going to be tryouts for cheerleading. So those who
And you heard
wanted,
that. All right. You're how old at the time? 14, 13?
yeah, 14. So,
All right.
if you wanted to try out, you signed up, they held the tryouts, and you were judged, and then they picked who they wanted on the cheerleading squad from the
All right.
auditions.
So this announcement was made to the whole school that they're having cheerleading tryouts, or in the PE, in your gym class or whatever. You just every group of kids, whatever time they were in there, they would make that announcement.
Right, yeah.
Cheerleading tryouts are coming up. All right.
And
I'm
they
just trying to put
posted,
myself in. Go ahead.
well, they posted a notice,
Uh-huh.
near the office or wherever it was, and let everybody know that the auditions were coming. So if you wanted to try out, sign here. So I
All
signed.
right. And let's get this straight. You're one of 5 children. You have 2 brothers and 1 sister. Wait, no, 3 brothers and 1 sister. I got to do my math.
Right.
And you're the second youngest, or wait, where are you in this mix? I should know this.
Yeah, the second youngest. After
And your
3 boys,
sister.
I was the first girl.
Got it. So it's boy, 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 girl, girl. So you're the oldest of the 2 girls. So you didn't have an older brother that was a cheerleader. So this isn't something that somebody's passed it down to you. This is something you heard the word cheerleading. What happened?
Well, I loved sports when I was in high school. I did like everything, but when cheerleading showed up, I thought, wow, that would be an awesome opportunity. So I signed up and was selected and stayed
How
on the
many girls?
squad for 4 years.
Wow. How many girls are on the squad?
I think there were, if I remember correctly, probably there were 6 of us for sure.
Got it. Small town. So what's the total
Yeah.
population of the high school 4 years? Just so people get a picture of what we're talking about here. 4 years, your high school, when you were in high school, what's the total population of your school?
Our total population was about 700.
All right. So that's the size of the community we're talking about. So the high school or the cheerleading team, you say, was at least 6 girls, cheer squad. And all right, you know what's coming, Mom. You've got to know what's coming.
I'm not sure. Okay, you're going to surprise me.
Give us a cheer, Mom. Do you remember any of your cheers? What was your mascot?
Oh, no.
What was the mascot?
We didn't have a mascot.
Really? The school didn't have the Dansville whatever? What Dansville High is? What is that the school? Dansville High School?
Yeah, that's the school. Back in those days, mascots hadn't come on the scene. You remember,
Interesting. Oh yeah, what year are we talking
you're talking about a century ago.
about? Mom, you're 77, so you
Well, this
were
was 1958 through 1962.
58 through 62. Interesting. So the mascot thing was just at its, I guess some of the colleges had them or whatever, but for every high school to have their own mascot in upstate New York wasn't a thing. Interesting. But what did you cheer? What did you guys say to your team?
You really want me to do this?
If you have it, I've got to hear it. That's why I'm here, Mom.
I'll give you one. I'll give you a one-liner.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get more out of you in the future, but go ahead.
We've got the team that's on the beam, so Mustangs go.
We got the team that's on the beam, so Mustangs go.
That's it.
And the beam being what sport is this? What am I looking at? Is it football? Is it basketball?
This was football.
You're on the football field, jumping and throwing your leg to the side or up in the air, and your arms are going in different directions, and everybody's doing the exact same movements, and you're getting down on all fours and you're rolling over on the ground or whatever, right?
and we're not understanding a single thing that's going on in the field.
This is the beam. So what's that? We got the team that's on the beam. What did the word beam mean? Is that like a slogan or slang or something?
I have no idea. We didn't make it up. They gave it to us.
Right here. Okay, cool. And Mustangs was the name of the football, the mascot for the football team or something. Just the football team, not the school. Got it. The Mustangs.
And our colors were red and black.
All right, that helps. Red and ooh, those are nice colors.
We had nice uniforms. The football team had great uniforms. It was a good time.
All right, I got a couple more cheerleading questions to ask you, Mom. This is my mom. I can't believe it. So on the cheer squad, you are what? Are you one that goes flipping up in the air? Are you a catcher? Or did you have girls doing flips? Or is it just cartwheels and roundoffs?
We stayed grounded. We didn't do any of that, those gymnastic type things.
That's great. Have you seen that? Have you seen how insane cheering has become? The competitions?
I think you shouldn't even call it cheerleading anymore.
Well,
it's like the Olympics.
It's an aerobatic sport. Basically, it's aerobatic. It's like anything you can do on a high wire, but with no wire, just standing on people on top of each other and just flying through the air, crazy stuff. But it's dangerous, right? Because you don't have a net, right? And they just there's TV shows about it and stuff like that. I think in one of my segments I was given one time was talking about what happened. The latest thing in this reality show about the cheer competition. It's super competitive, and it's all really good-looking people and very athletic and fit, all the best of the best, just doing these incredible things. But we're talking 6 girls on the high school football field that don't want to lift each other up. They just want to roll and flip or whatever. So, did you have a leader on the cheer squad, or who is the boss? There has to be a hierarchy,
captain?
Right?
You mean a captain?
Yeah.
We didn't even have a captain.
Really?
It was a team effort. There was no leader.
And was there a staff member that taught everything, like a coach?
Yeah, it was our phys ed teachers at that time who we did have practice. We would go to practice and figure out
extracurricular or during school times?
No, this was after school.
Got it. Wow. Did you do any sports aside from cheering? Did you play in any sports?
I played in all of them. We had softball and volleyball and soccer and what else did we do?
Right. So so softball, volleyball, what was the other one? Soccer. Yeah, that might be it, because those are like 3 seasons or 3 sports. That's kind of what they do. I'm thinking about what my kids are in, because My youngest is 14 right now, a freshman, and she is in all of those: soccer, volleyball, and track.
And these are all
Yeah.
after school that we did them.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, the practices are like she goes to practice every day of the week. It's soccer season right now, but she's also playing volleyball. The varsity volleyball coach recruited her to, they have their own like club. Well, it's like a business. You can train people. Yeah, club teams. There's so many really, really athletic kids. And in the part of the country we live in, there's a lot of privilege. I like to think of we're the poor people in a rich town, right? That's just the way it feels. I have an okay job, but my friends and neighbors all own houses in this town, and I'm a renter, right? So just being honest, but I live here so that my kids can benefit like this. So my youngest is playing volleyball and soccer simultaneously right now. Did you ever? Which was your favorite? Did you have favorites or a favorite sport? Was it cheering?
Well, outside of cheerleading, I think volleyball was the one that I liked the most.
Okay, now let me get this down. Which did you like better between volleyball and cheering?
Oh, cheering for sure.
My mom is a high school cheerleader. I can't believe it. I can't. I will never look at you the same way again, Mom. It's just like, what? It's like your favorite thing was cheering. Well, your personality, I mean, okay, it makes sense. But and you didn't know anything about football. You just wanted to go, guys, go. Do your thing, whatever it is. Just do it well.
We knew nothing.
Nice.
That beam,
go beyond that beam. Whatever that beam is, go beyond that beam. We were the team that's on the beam.
It was hilarious.
I'm sorry, but I'm having too much fun. But I do want to get back to this. You said the word volleyball as a sport, as an athlete. You said volleyball was your favorite, and your youngest granddaughter has just fallen in love with volleyball this year. That's why she's doing the club team. She already did it. The high school volleyball season's over. She just kept playing, right? She moved in high school. She moved to soccer, and now she's on to both soccer and volleyball, and then she'll be in track and all that. So, Mom.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've got only a couple minutes left. Are you enjoying the Romeo and Michael show?
Oh, I am. And the one that I really, really enjoyed was Hugh Ross.
So I noticed that you were in there because I now am able to I have a setup where I can look at the comments and see who's in the comment room, and I see that you're in there chattering away. I haven't been able to look through any of that, but I'm glad you are a loyal fan of at least one of the other shows on the network. Have you watched any of the other shows?
Well, I watch all of them when you post. I get to them eventually. I may not, because you have so many of them now. I watch for when they come up.
I'm not going to ask you to rank them. I don't want to cause, strife in the ranks between all the different shows and the personalities and stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Miracle Mom's top 5 shows on This Way Network. I've got, okay, we got to get down the road. We got more shows on. I can't just have you, getting the newbies, right? We got Fox and Archibald, right? I got to figure out how to call these people. I've got Fox and Archibald, Nina, right? You're a personality. Like, it's Miracle Mom. It's Nina that's in Sweet Home. There's Fox and Archibald, and then there's Doug and Hugh, and all these personalities appearing up on this network. And the crew, the team. I'm so glad that you're a part of this, Mom. I love that I'm able to involve you in what I'm doing, and you're enjoying it. You just have an amazing voice, and I love you. Like, you're just an amazing person. And I thank God that you love Jesus, because, man, I don't know. I'm sure he would have figured out how to get a hold of me, but the deal was sealed with you praying for me, right? The deal was sealed.
Amen.
With you praying for me.
Yes.
Love, I love you, Mom. And you've got a couple seconds. You can wrap this up however you want. Tune in next week, whatever.
Yes. Don't miss the show every Tuesday at 9 a.m.
You got it, Mom. All right. Bye, everybody. See you